I'd say the only explanation or answer I have for that question is it's the front of the school, and Mr. Dadona is the face of our school. So I guess that's why. This is the face of our school.
This building and this place is just so, it looks so nice. And I think that captures her majesticness. I don't know, she's just a different person. You can't compare her to anybody else, and it's just, I think this captures that.
It's really interesting because it's got her personal things, which of course are very important. She and I used to joke about that all the time. We were the only ones who really always had our personal stuff up front. And it has all of her books, you know, the intellect, and they're all cutting edge stuff about education, and she reads a lot and she grabs onto new ideas, but that combination between the highly personal and the highly professional, which is always what Linda is.
The pictures show that she's really family oriented and that she's really about everybody. She has a picture of two people that graduated with me, so that showed that she really did care about us. It wasn't just something that a class that passed by. She has a lot of candy and she likes to give it out to the kids and to people so that she feeds us. And books, she loves books. She loves learning and knowing about things, so that shows her too.
You knew that if you were coming in here, you were coming in here to talk to her. There used to be a secretary desk right there, and seats against this wall where you'd wait to be seen by Miss Dadona.
Well, obviously this was the sandbox, and she was like the master of the sandbox. She like created this. Like it started from this, went to that, and now we're at that big building over there. It's huge. She like created this whole thing. She's like the mama bear.
Oh, I think this office represents Linda really well. She has a love for sunflowers. She has all her family here, and her family is really important to her. She's really committed and dedicated to her family and loves them very, very, very much. And they're really such a big, her life, And the other thing, the little angels over there, I gave her one of those. She collects those, and that's like a big part of who Linda is. But then the other aspect of this office that really makes it really like Linda is the professional kind of atmosphere that it generates, but has all those meaningful things in it. And I think that just kind of is sort of generally what she's like.
Wow. I don't know. I think Linda's larger than this office, so I never really saw her in this office. I always saw it as like a means to an end.
Well, I never worked with Linda in this office, but I can tell you that looking around at this building and seeing where she started and where she has taken us to is just so inspiring. And so I think how it represents Linda is that her work is inspiring all the time.
It was always neat as a pin. She was always picking up garbage everywhere, which I would not do.
I remember being in this room, I guess it was the fall of my second year, and having our first IF meetings, IF meetings with Kelly Falvey and I and Lindsay Smoka, and meeting in this office, because this was our space to meet. There was no other place to meet. We met in Linda's office, and of course Linda always welcomed us right in the room. So yeah, I remember meeting Kramer in here for meetings. I remember displayed on the wall over here was a big Post-it note and a big long kind of banner of all of Linda's thoughts on what she wanted to do with this school. Like craziness, like arrows pointing every which way and markers and highlighters and just craziness.
This place is filled with Linda. You see her family, most importantly, everywhere. You see things from her past, the sunflowers that a former student made. And you see her belief in the greater good with the angels here. It's very organized and clean. She must have been stressed out the other day. That's why it's clean.
It doesn't. This office
might be where she calls her home, but this office is not her home. Where's her home?
Yeah.
The school, outside the hallways where the kids are.
This place was covered in sunflowers when she was here, and she could see outside when she was watching the kids, and the table was set up over there so that you could see out into the main office. And if her door was open, you knew that you were welcome to come in.
It had a strong sense of community, which Linda encouraged and was an important part of. It facilitated open and honest discussions, which Linda also encouraged, and it provided the ability and the kind of tools for people to grow and to reach their full potential, which is what Linda always wanted everybody to do.
Well, this is where we had hours and hours of Calvin Terrell motivational time together with Linda. Linda's one of the most motivating people at CTRA, if not the most, next to Calvin Terrell.
This place represented her because she had a passion for education, she had a passion for kids, and every decision that she made was based on the needs of students. Every decision administratively, in the way that teachers were to make decisions, were all based on the need for kids. And that's the thing that I learned most and carry on in my career now.
When you came into this place, you knew you were going to have to work. Anytime you walked into her classroom, you knew you had to work. She was going to hold your feet to the fire. She's going to hold you accountable. There wasn't a whole lot of screwing around in her classroom. And she was demanding of you.